Hey there everybody, it's Mike Delisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at Fast and Furious Highway Heist, a cooperative strategy game by Prospero Hall, 2 to 4 players coming from Funko Games. Now I got to tell you, 10 years ago maybe, even 5 years ago, I see something like this and I'm probably not terribly interested. It's been in the last few years that games based on intellectual properties, movies, books, TV shows, you name it, have gotten quite a bit better, and Prospero Hall has been a big part of that. There's been a number of games that have used intellectual properties that have gone over quite well in the gaming community. So this says it has 3 game scenarios: Tank Assault, Semi-Heist, and Chopper Takedown. Get ready for an exciting new mission. Playing as Dom, Brian, Letty, Roman, and the rest of Team Toretto on a harrowing high-speed heist. Go up against heavily armed enemies with your hot cars, daring driving, and jaw-dropping vehicle-to-vehicle leaps of faith. Okay, so it is, of course, based off of the increasingly ludicrous line of Fast and Furious games. That doesn't mean that they're not entertaining, but these movies have, in my opinion, in the opinion of this reporter, gotten more and more almost science fiction, but no less fun. All right, here's our rule book for Fast and Furious Highway Heist. It says 2 to 4 players in about an hour. Since it's a cooperative game, I wonder, you might be able to play this one solo if it's a pure co-op, but I don't know that yet. And so you've got, again, 3 different modes for the game and a whole bunch of components that are probably going to be some specific for each of these different modes, although I'm not sure of that, okay? Here you see an example setup for 3 players for the Tank Assault, and it looks like you can adjust the difficulty of the game based on the number of stunt cards used when creating the stunt deck. So it's always nice in a cooperative game to have an easily adjustable mode of difficulty, okay? We've got some core concepts here. Skill categories and ratings, skill rolls, damage and defense, boost tokens, special powers. So it looks like there's a fair amount going on in this game. It's played in rounds. During each round, each player will take 1 turn, and the team can decide in what order, which is pretty standard for cooperative games. On your turn, you take 2 steps in this order. You take 2 actions, and then you roll the enemy die. So it looks like it's following that standard cooperative kind of model of do actions and then bad stuff happens, okay? And it looks like you've got different dice here based off, different actions based off of rolling dice, all right? Driving, leaping, ramming enemies with an SUV, force, shake, brawl, and hijack enemy SUV, okay? And then different stunt actions you can take as well. Here you roll the enemy dice and then bad stuff's gonna happen. Enemy cards. End of a round, you've got road maintenance, stunt card maintenance, and then an FAQ on the back, which is always nice to see as well. All right, here are our scenario guides for Tank Assault, Semi-Heist. This one's got a little bit more going on there, and so does Chopper Takedown. This one actually has the most going on, so maybe they get more and more complex. I don't know. More rules doesn't always mean more complex, but we've got a nice custom insert here, I notice, with some minis involved. And here is our board, perhaps. Yes, here's our board. Now, I will tell you, this is not a terribly thick board. It's pretty thin, but I think it's going to get the job done. I mean, it is cardboard. It's not cardstock. And it looks like you'll be placing your minis here and probably here as well. I don't know why there would be this much room if you were not utilizing that space. That also might depend upon which mode you're playing. Here are some cards. We've got these big stunt cards of different levels. This is from the Chopper Takedown scenario. Okay, so you've got different stunt cards based on the different scenarios. All right, so a number of them, levels 1, 2, and 3 for the Chopper Takedown, levels 1, 2, and 3 for the Semi-Heist, okay? And levels 1, 2, and 3 for the Tank Assault scenario. And then we've got some reference cards for the players as well, which are double-sided and probably give you most of what's in the rule book in a condensed fashion. And we've got some enemy cards here. for all of the different scenarios as well. So yeah, there are components that are specific to the different scenarios. Okay? Enemy cards. Bad stuff. Stuff you don't want to have to deal with, I would assume. All right. Got pre-punched tokens here. Take a look at some of these. These are perfectly serviceable. I mean, they're not the thickest cardboard in the world, but they seem to be fine. There's not a whole lot going on here, I don't think. I mean, there is some artwork on them, but they're pretty utilitarian. All right. I imagine the plus side to that is that they're easily recognizable on the board. We've got some plastic cubes here. I'm not going to really show you those off, but let's take a look at these dice. These are intriguing. Got some custom D6s here that are engraved. Some of them include pips, some of them don't. I believe this is the enemy die, the green one, and the black dice are your action dice. I think that's the case. That would make the most sense, actually. And the dice are not cooperating with me because that's a tiny little bag, but I won. I prevail. Here are some vehicles. All right. And it looks like these vehicles have little spots on them to place these pegs, like so. You can kind of see. Trying to get these in focus for you. There you go. Okay. You can see they're not the most detailed minis, but I think that they are going to serve the purpose, get the job done. And then you've got little pegs for these player cars too, but we can take a look at these cars as well. Give you an idea. They are little, so it's hard for me to really give you the level of detail here. We have a big semi. That's pretty good. Again, places for pegs on all of these vehicles. And our tank. All right, nice. And then we've got our chopper here. However, choppers fly, so to represent that, we've got our little stand here so that our chopper can float above it all, okay? All right. Now I have to remember that. I think it was just like that. All right, well, I think that gives us a pretty good idea of what you're going to find inside the box of Fast and Furious Highway Heist. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.